Oh, that's a bad story. I don't know if I should tell that story, because right now it's plausible that I should not have been fired. And if I tell this story, you guys are definitely gonna be like, yeah, you should have been fired. Okay, I was working at Starbucks. This was while I was partner of the quarter. So I was like somehow voted the best employee at this Starbucks at this time. And it was like 6 a.m. So no one was coming through the drive-thru, and our cafe was pretty empty. We were bored. And so I challenged one of my friends to a bad drink off. I set to work right away. I knew exactly what to do. I happen to know if you mixed mango syrup with espresso, it tasted like snake venom. It brought out the worst of the mango and the espresso. It's like a rancid chocolate covered orange. So that was the base of the drink. And not only did I use espresso, I used decaf espresso, and I used long espresso shots, which means that they're extra bitter. I don't know why, like, who would ever get espresso shots ordered this way, but it's something that you can do. Espresso shots long. Doggo K has tried that half of the drink, and Doggo K will attest that it is the worst thing imaginable. We nicknamed that the slancel. Then I steamed the milk to like 200 degrees, so it was like extra burnt and like as like fucking terrible as you could like possibly imagine. Just like truly destroyed. And it gets this weird like fucking debris on top, or like grift. I don't know. It's just like fucking bad on top. So I poured that on top. What else did I put in there? I put the worst 2 dried lime slices I could find. Oh, I put 2 scoops of protein powder in a fucking hot drink. Which is truly devilish. So if you tried to take a sip of this drink, it was clumpy. And you'd get like little like pieces of the fucked up burnt like lime wedge. I'm so glad you got fired. Just wait till you hear the rest of this story. This is the good part of the story. This is the unfireable part of this story. Okay, so I had this drink. It's the worst drink imaginable. It's like 200 degrees, so it's going to burn you if you try and drink it. It's bitter. It's rancid. It's sour. It has clumps in it. It has protein powder. It's like fucked. I was very proud of it. It is. I think it is. Like, if I were to go back into Starbucks and try and make the worst drink possible, I'd just make the same thing. Right as I finish making it, we start getting some customers in the drive-thru. So I go, okay, I'll just put a lid on it, set it aside. You know, once we get all these cars cleared out of the drive-thru, we can try this really bad drink that we made, because that'll be fun. We get a couple cars, like maybe 6 or 7 cars in the drive-thru. We clear them all out. So finally, we can try this terrible, terrible, nasty drink. And so I see the cup sitting there on the counter. I go over to it and I take the lid off of it. And there's whipped cream on top. And I go, oh, that's weird. And so I look at the side of the cup, and it's got a sticker on it that says tall white mocha. And I go, that's funny. And I go, hey, Wes, why'd you put a sticker on the drink? And he goes, nah, dude, I didn't. And I was like, yeah, you did. It's right here. It's the tall cup, and it's got whipped cream on it, and you put a sticker on it. He's like, no, dude, no, I didn't do that. Then it dawns on me. This 60-year-old lady that comes in every morning to get her tall white mocha has now received a mango decaf long shot espresso with steamed heavy cream at 200 degrees with 2 cups of protein powder and 2 dried lime slices in there. And at this point, I just have sheer and utter panic. I go, oh, fuck. I am 1000% fired, and I will not be allowed to work here anymore. Like, I'm like, no, Wesley, like, it has to be around here somewhere. Like, there's no way. 15 minutes later, we get a car in the drive-thru, and it's the lady, the regular that comes in every single morning, the middle school fucking teacher, the 6th grade English teacher, like nicest, sweetest old lady in the world. And she came back in the drive-thru and she's like, I think I got a drink that isn't mine. And I was like, oh, yeah, come on around. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know how we handed that one out. Oopsie. And she's like, yeah, I had a sip of that one and I was like, I don't think that's my drink. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry about that. That was the car behind you. Oh God, dude. And I was just unbelievably happy. She just actually thought it was a genuine mistake. And like, oh dude, gave her a drink for free, refunded her and everything. I felt so bad. I was shitting my fucking pants. But anyway, that's my story of how I should have been fired at Starbucks.